Hey guys, this is Nalini here. Yeah, okay, I'm audible. Okay, great. Sorry guys, some technical issues. So I'll introduce myself again. So, hey guys, this is Nalini here. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to my live crochet along. So today we'll just crochet some random stuff from my playlist. Like we usually, save some videos or tutorials to make it later, to learn it or watch it, but we never get to it. So the items which I am going to make today, or try to make or try to learn, are the things which I've already made in the past. But forgetful person here, so I forget the pattern, and also I have to relearn it again. So there's nothing wrong in relearning it again. So we're gonna do that. Hi Reena, how are you? It's good afternoon for you, right? Or still good morning? So if you've seen my yesterday's live, I taught this beautiful crochet pattern. So if you want to learn how to make this, you can go and watch my yesterday's live crochet along where you can learn this. And before that, I think so, I made this simple yet beautiful necklace online. So if you want to learn how to make this, you can check my day before yesterday's live. And as I told you today, I'm just going to try a few things from my watch later list or the playlist, the crochet playlist which I have. So one of the thing is some flower motifs because those are like one of my favorite things to make. So we'll try some flower motifs. So I think so I'll just select some color combinations and keep so that we can just start our work. Okay, so first we can use these two, and then which one should we use? Where's my red yarn? So the keychains I just hung here like this. The next color we can use is blue. So here's my blue, and then maybe pink, dark pink. So we'll try 3 flowers today. So I'll just get to my playlist and then we can start our work. Okay. So where did I save it? What? Okay, so the first one which we are going to make is this flower. So this is by Hooked by Robin. So we'll learn this one.
Flowers. Now, if this is your first visit to my channel, it would be amazing if you just took a look that you can follow. I am an and a bit faster. Really pretty technique. Yeah. Now, from the magic ring, you're going to chain one quite loosely. It's like a tall, loose chain.
Okay. So we're going to make a magic ring. What kind of flower do you want to crochet? I just showed you. Did you see that? Okay, so some motif flowers because I have the sticks to make these flowers, these kind of flowers, but the wire and all is not there. And but I love to make flower motifs which we can use for, hair bands or hair ties or anything like on your dress or whatever. So you can use it as keychains, however you want to use it. So I'm going to make this.
Which does not count as a stitch. Then into the magic ring, you're going to place 12 double crochet stitches.
So I've made my magic ring and a loose chain one, and this doesn't count as our first stitch. So we're just going to make 12 double crochets into this. You know what? I don't want to do this. I will add some of my essence to this. So we are going to make 2 double crochets. After magic ring, we'll make 2 double crochets. Yeah, beautiful flowers now. So, like today morning, like I was like completely clueless of what to do today, what to crochet. So first I thought of making some pipe cleaner flowers and stuff, but then I just gave up and I thought I'll just make some of these things which I've already made in the past. I don't know whether I have a tutorial for this flower or not, but I remember that I made it. But I don't know whether I made a tutorial for that or not. Okay, so we are going to make 12 double crochets into this magic ring. So we are starting. So why am I keeping everything here? Let me remove. Okay. So this is my first double crochet. If you want, you can mark your first double crochet. Then this is our second one. 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So we've made a 12th magic ring. And we can just close the circle. And we're just going to make a slip stitch on top of chain 2 which we made like this. So in this chain 3 is not counted as a stitch. And we can just cut our yarn here because we'll be starting to make our petals. So let's just cut our yarn. You can just chain 1 and just pull this yarn off. So if you want, you can weave this in, or you can, along with your work, you can just weave it, the tails. And first one we'll make with a purple yarn. So here's a purple one. And we're going to insert into this first stitch which we made. So in that we're going to insert and join our yarn. So since this is going to be full, so I'll just carry this purple yarn also along with my yellow one. So I'm going to start by making 5 chains. So just pull this and start by making 5 chains. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. And now I'm going to make treble crochet.
Trebles, which is the yarn over twice. So yarn over twice, go into that stitch, go back through. You'll have 4 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, pull through 2.
So first treble crochet.
So you want to leave that first treble and all the remaining treble stitches unfinished.
Why did she crochet 5 chains for this?
7 of these half-finished treble stitches in total, all working into this same stitch.
Okay.
Things are going to...
So 7 treble into the same stitch. So let's make our 7 treble crochets in this. And we are carrying our yarn tail along, not the magic circle yarn, the rest of the one. So this is our second treble crochet. Good morning, Nilu. This is our third treble crochet. Fourth one.
Yeah, pretty tight, but bear with it.
Fifth. Is she going to make a picot? That's what I'm wondering.
Those in total.
So I'll
Done
just...
2, I need 5 more. 7 part finished
Oh,
trebles
okay.
hanging from your
That's
hook.
what.
Put your chain 5 and your 7.
That's what I was remembering, that something is wrong.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 loops on your hook. Now we're going to work them off Tunisian crochet style.
Okay, correct.
So you're going to yarn over and pull through the first.
So she's made incomplete treble crochets. So let's do that. So 2 times. We are just going to pull through 2 times. So I'll just show you. So we are going to yarn over twice, insert into that same first stitch, pull up a loop. So we'll be having 5 loops on a hook. So yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. We are not finishing our stitch. Again, yarn over twice, go into that same stitch, pull up a loop. Same thing, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So we have made our 3 incomplete trebles. Go back into that, pull through 2, pull through 2. Only 2 times. We are making incomplete treble crochet. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, yarn over twice, go into the same stitch, pull through 2, pull through 2. So 3, 3, no, 3. So we've made 5. 2 more, pull through 2, pull through 2. And the last one. So we have our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 incomplete trebles, and we have 3, 6, 7, and 8 loops.
Indian crochet style. So you're going to yarn over and pull through the first loop. Then, for the remaining loops, yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, pull through 2. Keep doing that until you only have 1 loop remaining on your hook. Then we're going to skip this chain 5. We're going to be working in between your first trebles. So in here, so skip here, put your hook straight in at the top, and do a single crochet. Single crochet in between the next 2 trebles. And single crochet in between the next. So you'll have 3 single crochets. Chain 2, place single crochet back into that same space.
This is what I was
Then
waiting
we're going to
for.
work 3 more single crochets in between your stitches. Chain 5.
Yes. Okay. So we have our 7 incomplete trebles. Now what we are going to do is, in the first one, we are just going to yarn over and just remove from the first loop like this. And then we are going to pull through 2 through all the loops till we have 1 loop remaining on our hooks. So we are going to yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Today I'm making flowers. So these flowers I've made it in the past, but I've forgotten. But those videos, I just looked for them, and I wanted to make them. So I'm making some flower motifs like these. So pull through 2. Like, I was like totally clueless what I should make. First I thought that I'll just continue making this, because I don't this is not the length I want for my table runner. So there are two options that I just leave it as it is, and just with a new yarn I should start making, like I want it little wider. So one more pattern I wanted to include here. So I wanted to make it this wide as a table runner. So I thought I should make that today for the live, but people who have seen yesterday's live, they might feel bored to see the same stuff again. So I was just like blank of what I should make today. So this thing came into my mind. So I thought, why not? Because these are some of the my like favorite things which I had made that time. I remember that I enjoyed making this. So why not? We can make it again. So we are yarning over and pulling through two loops. So the first loop we yarned over and pulled through only one loop, and now through all two loops we are yarning over and pulling through like this. And this is the last one like this.
Your hook straight in, chain 5, and we're going to be working in between your first trebles. So in here, so skip here, put your hook straight in at the top and do it in between your first trebles. So in here, so skip here, put your hook straight in at the top.
Okay. So now we are going to skip the first one, the chain 5 which we made. So the first gap we are going to skip. In the second gap we are going to insert and make a single crochet. So 1. Then go to the next gap and make your single crochet. Then go to your third gap and make your single crochet. And here we are going to make a
And single
picot.
crochet in between at the top and do a single crochet. Single crochet in between the next 2 trebles. And single crochet in between the next. So you'll have 3 single crochets. Chain 2, place single crochet back into that same space.
Correct. So now after making a third single crochet, we are going to chain 2 and single crochet into that same space, the third one. And then we're going to single crochet in the rest of the 3 spaces. So 1, 2 and 3. So we finished our petal here, and now we're just going to chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5.
Then we're going to work 3 more single crochets in between your stitches. Chain 5, all those stitches have been placed. And then slip stitch back into this exact same space where all those stitches have been placed.
Let me just understand the pattern
It's
once.
pretty tight in there, but that causes these petals to curve. Now you're going to skip the next stitch, which is pretty much crushed and hiding. You may need to pull things around. Skip this stitch here, put a slip stitch into the next. So skip one, slip stitch into the next. Then we're going to repeat the petals.
Okay. So we're done with this one. So now we can just, after chaining 5, just insert your hook into that same place and make a slip stitch like this. And then we're going to skip our next stitch, which is here, as you can see. And into the next one, we are going to slip stitch. And start the same method with the petals again. So chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and then you can make your petal So we are going to make 7 incomplete trebles, or 7 crochet, 7 treble together, we can say. So yarn over twice, insert into that stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2. Do not finish your treble. Same way we are going to make 6 more. So I'm just going ahead and making my incomplete treble. So this is the 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more. Like this. So we finished making all our trebles. So 3, 6 and 7. So now again we are going to do the same thing, which is yarn over, pull through the first stitch, the first loop. And now we are going to yarn over and pull through two loops at a time. So yarn over, pull through the first 2, then again next 2, then again next 2, again next 1, 2 loops we are going to pull through like this. And now we're going to skip the first gap which we see after the chain 5, and from the second one we are going to make 3 single crochets in each, like 1 single crochet in the next 3 gaps. So 1, then go to this next gap, make your second one, then go to your next gap, make your third one, and now we are going to chain 2 and make a single crochet in the same space like this. So this will give a point to your petal. And then we have 1, 2 and 3 spaces. So in that we are going to make a single crochet. So 1, 2, 3, and then again chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Then go into that same space and make your slip stitch like this. So as you can see, if you've made like 7 half trebles, so this will curl up your flower petals a bit, so that gives that 3D kind of a look to your flower. Sorry. Okay, so as we have done before, we are going to skip this next stitch. So next stitch is here. Okay, so skip this one and into the next one make a slip stitch to enter that stitch like this. And now we can just start making our next petal. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. We have a 5 petals, sorry, 5 chains, and now we are going to make 7 incomplete trebles in this, or 7 crochet together, 7 treble together. So insert into that stitch and start doing that. So 1 and 2, we are not finishing it. Again yarn over twice, go into that same one, and 1 and 2, do not finish it. Yarn over twice, pull through 2, pull through 2, do not finish. Pull through 2, pull through 2. So we have made 1, 2, 3, 4, 3 more. like this. So 3 3 6 plus 7. So we've made our 7 incomplete trebles. Now in the first loop we are going to remove through 1, and now we are going to remove through 2 loops. Like this. And now we are going to skip the first gap, and into the second one start making your single crochet. So 1 into the second gap, single crochet, into the third gap, single crochet, chain 2, and again a single crochet into that same gap. Then go to the next one and make your single crochet, next one single crochet, and the third one single crochet. And now chain 5 and slip stitch into that same stitch where we made our petal, like this. So we've made our 3 petals. Now skip the next one and into the next. Here I'm using a thinner yarn, so that's why this next stitch is visible. If you're using a thicker yarn, then this will be like this will be more crowded, so your next stitch will be a bit, pushed like this or hidden behind the stitches. So you have to just pull it to see your next stitch. Skip that and into the next one start your petal. So we are going to slip stitch into that and start making your petal. So chain 5, yarn over twice, insert into that same stitch and make your incomplete trebles. So this is my first one. So total 7. So this is the second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 petals are done. Now we'll start our alternation working. So pull through yarn over, pull through 1 loop, and now yarn over, pull through 2 for the rest of our loops. So pull through 2 like this, then yarn over, pull through next 2, yarn over, pull through next 2, pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2, and pull through last 2. And now we are skipping this first gap or after chain 5, and from the next one make your 1 double crochet in next 3 spaces. So 1, 2, and this is the third one, 3, chain 2, and again single crochet in that same space, and then single crochet in the next 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3, chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and go back into that stitch and slip stitch. Skip the next stitch and into the next one, slip stitch. again start your petal. Chain 5, yarn over twice, start your incomplete trebles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now pull through the first one, then pull through 2 each time till you're left with 1 loop on your hook. Done. Now leave the first space and into the second space start your single crochet. 1, go to the next, 1, go to the third one, 1, and then chain 2, go back into that same space and make your single crochet. Then again 1 single crochet in the last 3 gaps or the spaces. Like this. Now chain 5. When you connect the treble, are you using? Yes, I'm using Tunisian crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Go into that stitch, same stitch and slip stitch. Now skip the next one and into the next, slip stitch, chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Isn't this combination so cute? Purple or whatever, this lavender and this color. Now we are making our 7 incomplete trebles into that same stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. So now we are using the Tunisian method to go through all the loops. So yarn over, pull through the first one. Now yarn over, pull through 2 through all the loops till you have 1 loop remaining on your hook. So yarn over, pull through 2, 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 pull through 2, pull through 2 and pull through 2 like this. Now skip your first space and for the next 3 spaces we are making 1 single crochet. So insert into the second space and make your single crochet. Then go to the next space and make single crochet, and then the third space, single crochet and chain 2 and go back into that and make your single crochet. And now we have 1, 2 and 3 spaces remaining, so 1 single crochet in each. 1, 2 and 3, like this. And I think we are done with this. We can make chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and make a slip stitch into this, and then skip this next one and make a slip stitch into this very first flower which we petal which we made. Make a slip stitch here. You can just pull this and go towards the back side, chain 1 and cut your yarn, and then you can just pull it out, give a pull. So this is the way your flower looks. So now if you have a little thicker yarn, the petals will come more puffy. So this the chain 5 always comes, out like this, bended like this, so it gives a nice 3D look to your flower. So we'll just quickly hide the tail. So these two have been woven in, so we can just go ahead and cut these, and the rest too I'll just hide them. So I've just kept a magnet in this, so it conveniently holds the smaller things together, the needles and stuff, so I don't have to dig in all of them. And the funny thing is, since I keep them all together, they have this magnetic charge in them. See, even those things get charged. See, amazing. Okay. Uh, I also like to use Tunisian crochet, but only do a small project like a simple bracelet. Yeah, but one of my bucket list things in my bucket list is to use Tunisian crochet and make a bigger project, like a sweater or something. You know what we can do? I had learned it somewhere. So, we have those wires, the cables, any sort of cable. So you can just remove the inner things, and that cable or that the wire, you can just insert here. And like once you're done making something, the rows how many you want, because this is not enough to make a big Tunisian project, right? So you can just insert that tube and keep how much space you want, that big or for that wire you can keep, and just keep crocheting, and you can just insert, just like you do it for knitting, you can use that. So I had that wire somewhere, I don't know where it is, but I want to do it, but I'm not getting time. So I wanted to make something with Tunisian crochet using that, maybe a sweater or something like that. But I don't know when the time will come. Well, the time has come for my phone, the second phone. But as you know, your girl is lazy to go out. So even to fix this, I have to butter up my son to take it to, repair the screen and all. So this phone is just for reading comments. Otherwise, there's no SIM in this. It totally depends on Wi-Fi. So sometimes when my this phone, the iPhone, if the live stream doesn't work in this, if the audio doesn't work in this, then I have to use this one. So I'm always like scared. If the current goes, then this phone is as good as nothing. At least this phone which I'm using has my SIM in it, so it runs on mobile data. Suppose the electricity or the power cut is there, then mobile data can be used, but this one, that problem is there with the Android. So now we are just, if your circle gets opened up, you can just close it, but mine didn't. So you can just hide your weave in the tail ends in those loops. If you have seen my channel, then you might have seen there's a wreath which I had made, a flower wreath. So I have made these flowers and use them in that wreath too. Many different kinds of flowers I made and used them there. So it looks very pretty. So you can you make these flowers, and if you have a mirror, you can stick it to the frame, or you can make any frame, photo frame or whatever. You can make flowers like this and just decorate your frames and all. They look pretty. Uh, I have one of that Tunisian wire cable, but I'm not really like to use that. I prefer crochet. Yeah, that's true. Because that one takes a long time, to carefully pull through to and all. But I had seen something made with that and it was looking good. So, but sometimes I do Tunisian crochet just for fun. Yeah, you can make small projects with that, of course, flowers and all. That flower looked beautiful. Maybe I'll try to make one. Yeah, indeed, it really looks beautiful with this petal sticking out like this. The curves, it does look good. And one more flower we are going to make. Even that has that curvy petals kind of a look. So it looks really beautiful. Do you also forget the patterns which you might have made before, or you remember them if you want to make it after a long time? Because I forget it. Even for the stuff I've made, I have to refer my videos because I forget it. So our beautiful flower is ready. So you can just push one side of your petal towards behind. Well, it will or that automatically take that shape, so you don't have to worry about that. So isn't this beautiful? So we'll keep this here. Now let's refer to my next flower tutorial, which I obviously forgot. Okay. So we have two flowers here. Which one should we make? Sunflower or this flower? Tell me, Rina, which one should we make? Sunflower. Okay, so for sunflower, I have this yarn, but for the brown one, what do I do? Brown one I have, but it's a thicker yarn. So this will be a problem. Let me see if I have some other brown. You want both? Okay. So we'll see. We'll make the sunflower and then we'll make the next flower. But I'm just wondering if I have a thinner brown yarn. I don't think so. What do I do? Where is it? Here. Or we can, how many? Let me see.
Hello everyone, welcome to Hopeful turns.
So this is from
In this
Hopeful
video,
Turns.
I'll be sharing with you the pattern of this crochet.
So it has one. I can, split this yarn. Should I split this yarn? How many are there in this? If I split one, then it will be this thick. This will be okay, I guess. Still thicker than the yellow yarn, but it will be doable, I think so. We'll go for the second flower, you're saying. We'll make both. Okay, so I'll just quickly split some of the brown yarn so that we can use it. So you want to know how I split my yarn? Where can I show you? Okay, because this place will be a little congested, so let me see. So what you can do is just hold it like this, remove that one yarn and then just pull through. Hold it and just straighten this. Then hold this here again and straighten this side. Like this. Then again you can split some more. I think I'll just cut it here, this much. And at this point what I do is, because now we need some weight over here, so what I usually do is I'll just hang some heavy stuff over here. So what do I use to hang? Okay, I'll just use this. So you can just tie something, a heavy thing here. And let it fall down. And then I'll have to stand. Just give me a minute. So I'll just hang it like this and then just start pulling them. Right now the work is above the phone, so the thing keeps unwinding at the bottom like this. So I'm pulling here, as you can see. Okay, so just keep pulling those yarns separately, and then down it's getting unwinded by itself. So if you want to make your thicker yarn thin, then you can use this method to split it. So we've reached to the end, and now you can just open this and then remove it. So we have successfully split the yarn like this. So this is one extra tutorial you got. If you want to split the yarn, you can use this method. If you need a thinner yarn, if you don't have it, you can go for this. And I use this for some thinner, something which needs a thinner yarn. I just keep them and use it for that. I might be having a few of those, like this kind of a single, ply. So we are done with this and we are ready to use this yarn. I hope this is enough for making the sunflower bottom part or the middle part. Okay, so we can go back to our position. Now let's hope that this is enough. I don't know, otherwise we'll have to split some more. That's it. We crocheters are very useful people. We know all the loopholes and we know all the troubleshooting which we need to make. Okay, so now let's learn it.
Flower. Now this flower pattern is really very easy and big as and you can, I have crochet flower pattern. Then loop it around your finger like an X. Once you have that, you can take this loop out. Now take your hook, pass your hook through this loop here and pull your working yarn through. Alright? So this here is your magic circle. If you want some more help with the magic circle, you can click on the link that is coming here. I've done a detailed tutorial on how to make a magic circle. So here I've got a magic circle. After this, I'm going to make 2 chain stitch. 1, 2. Now for round 1, we're going to put 16 double crochet into this.
Okay, magic circle and 16 double crochets. Let's do that. So we are done with this color, so we can say bye to this. Thank you. Okay, so magic circle and 16 double crochets into this magic circle. I'll just make it a little bigger. Chain 2 first and then start making your 16 double crochets in this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 and 16. Let's recheck. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 and 16. So we have a 16 double crochets.
So we like this, you have to, I put the playlist link starting with chain 2 and then making 16 double crochet. Now a beginner, you should always count your stitches and confirm before moving forward. So I just count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Round 1. At this point, you can cut your yarn here. Okay. So leave a little bit of a tail so as to weave it.
We're done here and we still have a lot of yarn left anyway. So now you can just pull that magic loop the loop of the magic circle and close that circle.
And then cut it here. Okay, so this finishes our round 1. Now, since this is a magic circle, you can just pull on this end and this circle will close. I'm not closing it completely at this point. Once the flower is completely done, we can close it. Otherwise, the stitches might get a little bit tighter when you're doing your round 2. Anyway, we'll start our round 2. So I'll take my yellow color yarn. And I'm going to join this at any other point other than where I have cut it, because you see there are already 2 strands. So if you are going to join here again, it will become very bulky. So I like to join it at any other point. So you can use any stitch and then join with a slip stitch. So
I'll just understand how to make the petal and then we can continue.
Sure that it is properly attached. Okay, now we'll start. So this is the point where I have slip stitched it. We'll work in the next stitch. So for the next stitch, we are starting with a double crochet. So for double crochet, yarn over, insert your hook, pull up a loop. You have 3 loops, yarn over, pull to the first 2, yarn over, pull to the next. So this is a double crochet. And here, after you make a double crochet, make a triple crochet.
Okay, I have the instruction. So 1 double crochet, 1 treble crochet, chain 2, slip stitch on top. Okay, that's a picot of the treble crochet. Then treble crochet, double crochet all in the same stitch and slip stitch into the next stitch. What, no chaining? Let me see it once.
Triple crochet, you have to yarn over 2 times. 1, 2. Go into the same stitch where you make your double crochet. So into the same stitch, I'll go pull up a loop. You have 4 loops. Yarn over, pull to the first 2. Yarn over, pull to the next 2. Yarn over, pull to the last 2. So this is a triple crochet. So we have made a double crochet, a triple crochet. After this, make 2 chain stitch. 1, 2, and then we are going to make a slip stitch. And the slip stitch will go on top of the triple crochet. So here you have 1, 2, 2 chain stitches there. Just below it, you have your triple crochet stitch. Here. Then I'm going to make a slip. Same stitch. So yarn over 2 times. Go into that same double crochet. After that, go into the next stitch and make a slip stitch. So into the next stitch, I'm going and making a slip stitch. Okay, so this completes 1 petal. So 1 petal, in 1 stitch, you're going to do double crochet, triple crochet, then chain 2 and slip stitch. The chain 2 and slip stitch actually is a picot stitch, and then again come back and make a triple crochet and double crochet. So this is how a petal is. And into the next stitch, we had made a slip stitch. So we are going to do the exact same thing for the petal that we have done here in the next stitch. So I have made
okay,
a slip
that's all.
stitch.
Okay, fine. So we're gonna use our yellow yarn. Well, I have a yarn which is much more yellower than this, but that is connected to a project, so I don't want to cut it and use it. Should I cut it and use it? Is this okay for the sunflower? Or should I use this one? So if you remember that I had started to make a tutorial for this, but this is resting just like that. I still haven't finished that tutorial. And or I can use the other end to use this for sunflower. This will look much better, right? And this is almost the same thickness, so I'll use this one. It'll be a bit of a struggle, but we can make it. So we won't use this end, we'll use the outer pull. Excuse me. Okay, so we'll use the other end. Where's the other end? I just saw it. Ah, yeah, it's here. Sorry. Oh my God. Okay. Okay. Sorry. Okay, so you can just insert it into any stitch. We are not going to insert here, but because then we'll have to carry 2 stitches according to her, but I don't mind it. But still, since our threads are thicker ones, so let's just go for some other stitch far from this one and join our yarn. So what we can do, okay, we can just join it like this. Hold your yarn and bring it out, leave this and make a chain like this. So this is done. Now into the second one we are directly going and making a double crochet. So you can just carry this yellow yarn with you. So make a double crochet, then go for a treble crochet into that same stitch, the second one, 1 and 2 and 3. Now you can chain 2 and make a picot. So to make a picot, we have chained 2, and now we have, actually this is a stitch if you see like this. So when it's like this, so it becomes like this. So you have to insert your hook into both the loops, this and this, and make your slip stitch. So this this picot we have made on a treble crochet, and now again we are making treble and double. So treble crochet into that same stitch, then double crochet into that same stitch like this. So this is our petal, and now we are going to make a slip stitch into the next stitch. Like this. So one petal is done. So this picot gives it that pointy shape. And now again we are starting the same thing. So we have slip stitch here. So we are going into the next one. Isn't that true? Isn't what that's what she said? Let me confirm it.
So this is how a petal is. And into the next stitch, we had made a slip stitch. So we are going to do the exact same thing for the petal that we have done here in the next stitch. So I have made a slip stitch. I'll start the petal in the next stitch. Okay, so we start with a double crochet, so yarn over and make a double crochet.
That's what. So my doubt was correct. We have made slip stitch into the next stitch, and now we're going to make start a petal into the next one. So in the next stitch we have made a slip stitch. Now into the next one we are going to start making a petal. Okay, so yarn over, insert your hook into the next stitch and start your petal making, which is double crochet, treble crochet, picot. I'll show you here. So double crochet, treble crochet, picot, treble crochet, double. So double, treble, treble, double. So one double crochet, yarn over twice, go into the same stitch and make your treble crochet. Then make your picot of 2 chains. We made a 2 chains. Insert your hook into these 2 loops. After your first chain which we made, below the first chain which you made, we have these 2 loops. So in that, make your slip stitch like this. Then again make your treble. And then make your double. So we are done with this petal. Now we are going to slip stitch into the next petal. So this is our next petal. Make your slip stitch. And now we are going to yarn over, insert a hook into the next stitch. We are not starting from the same stitch, we are going for the next stitch. So make your double crochet, treble crochet, chain 2 and picot, treble crochet. So this all we are doing in the same stitch, and double crochet. And now slip stitch into the next stitch, yarn over, insert your hook into the next one. So now here I'm not using this stitch because this is the slip stitch, so I'm inserting into the first chain the stitch which is here below this knot. Okay, can you see this gap? So here you're supposed to insert. This is your stitch, not this one. Before the knot, this is the slip stitch, so don't use that. Below the knot is your stitch here. So insert in that and make your slip stitch. Oh, did I make a slip stitch? Oh, I made a slip stitch, so I'm supposed to make a petal, right? Yeah, I've made the slip stitch. So here in this, I'm going to make my petal. So insert your hook into that first stitch and make your double crochet, treble crochet, chain 2, picot like this. Then again chain yarn over twice, make your treble crochet, then yarn over once, make your double crochet. Done. Now into the next one, make your slip stitch, then into the next start making your petal. Double, treble, chain 2, slip stitch, treble, treble, double. Isn't it looking pretty? And slip stitch in the next stitch, and then into the next stitch start your next petal. Double, treble, sorry, chain 2, slip stitch. Then again treble, and double. Okay, so after a double crochet, slip stitch into the next stitch and then start your petal making into the next one. So into the next stitch start your petal making. Double, treble, chain 2, slip stitch to make a picot, treble, and double, and then slip stitch into the next one and slip stitch into the first one. Or should I make one more petal? I guess one more petal and then slip stitch here. Okay, so double, treble, picot, treble, and double. And then you can slip stitch into the very first stitch from where you started your slip stitch. Then you joint your yarn, slip stitch, chain 1 and cut your yarn, remove it. And our beautiful sunflower is done. You can just give your petals a bit of a shape. Like this. And then as you can see, okay, first thing I'll just cut this, and you can see the magic circle has opened up a bit, so you can just pull this magic circle loop and hide it in. So this hiding process, secures the magic circle also, so like it won't open. So you can use that lock technique which I have taught you in the previous videos, which I'll show you again. So just hide it as usual, go through the stitches like this. Then what you can do is skip your first loop, and from the second loop just go a few stitches back, few loops back, and then you can cut. So this way your yarn is locked and your circle will not open. So this we have already hidden it, so we can cut it off. And now we have this one. So I'm doing all of this in the back side or the wrong side of my project. So just go through these yellow yarns for yellow tail. Skip your first one and go back. Done. So our second flower is done. Hi Barbara, how are you? So our two flowers are done. Now let's go for the third flower. Let me open my phone. Before that, I'll drink some water. Okay. So we'll keep this one and use this for the middle part. Oh my god. And for the next one, which color should we use? Pink? Let's use pink. So which pink should I use? 1 or 2? 1 or 2? Let me know. Till that time, I'll open my phone and go for that tutorial. This is 1, this is 2. One. Okay. The sunflower is beautiful and bright like a sun. Yes, indeed it is, Reena. Okay, so now this is the flower which... Oh, what happened? This is the flower which we are going to learn now. Okay, so it is from which channel? Let me see. Yarnivora. You should always give a shout out to people who have made that tutorial for us to learn. Yes, I'm using 1. Okay. Oh, but this is a single color flower. Wonderful. What a joke. So this one is not needed. How will it look? Because I'm so used to making it in 2 colors, but this one is entirely 1 color. So let's do it. Later, if you want, you can just, stick something if you're used to watch it like me in two colors. Neelu, are you still there? We are going to make the next flower. Okay, so let's learn the flower first so that we don't have to pause again and again. Magic ring, single crochet into the magic ring, 5 chains, skip the first chain and make 4 single crochet. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Then into the 2 loops, slip stitch. So as a picot, we have to slip stitch in the 2 loops. 1 single crochet into the magic ring, chain 5, skip first stitch and 4 single crochet, slip stitch into those 2 bars in which we picot, repeat 3 more times. So 5 petals we have to make like that. Okay, let's do it. Hi Shahar, thank you so much for liking. Barbara, maybe that one needs a pearl or a bead in the center. Yeah, that's what I was saying, that we can just add something in the center. If we are the plain one single color looks plain, we can always add something. Okay, so we are going to make a magic ring as usual and chain 1, and now we are going to make 1 single crochet here, and this is the loop in which we are going to slip stitch after our that petal beginning is done. So we are going to chain 5 and skip the first chain and then 1 single crochet in the next 4 stitches, which is 4 chains, which is basically the entire thing. So skip the first one and start making your 1 single crochet in the remaining 4 chains. 1, 2, 3, and this is the last one, 4. And now we have these 2 loops over here are single crochet loops. So in that you insert your hook here. We have these 2 bars, so insert your hook into those 2, 1 and 2, and make your slip stitch like this. And then again we are going to make another, correct, right? 1 single crochet. Let me see. Yeah, correct. So 1 single crochet in the magic ring, and these 2 bars are in which we are going to slip stitch later. So chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Skip your first chain and then make 1 single crochet in the next 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And here are our 2 bars in which we are supposed to make our single slip stitch. The first single crochet, that is the initial single crochet, in that make your slip stitch like this. And now now we are making 3 more like this. Is total of 5 petals. So single crochet in the magic ring, chain 5. Skip your first chain and start making your single crochet. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. So we've made our 4 chains and we have these 2 bars in which you are going to insert your hook and make your slip stitch. So 3 are done, 2 more to go. Single crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Skip the first one and make 1 single crochet in each chain. 1, 2, 3 and 4, and then slip stitch into the initial single crochet. So 4 are done. Now the last one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Skip the first chain and 1, 2, 3 and what? Did we do a mistake here? I think we did. 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 5. Yes, we made 4 chain, I think so. Skip the first one and start making your. See, when I start making mistakes, that means I'm started to get tired. And I start mixing my sentences. I said, I'm started to get tired. In my mind, the sentence was, I'm starting to get tired, but it got mixed up and I said the first one. Okay, so we are done. So slip stitch into your initial single crochet like this. So she's closed the circle. So we are closing the circle. And slip stitch into the first single crochet which we made over here. Like this. So we have the skeleton of our flower. Okay, now let's see. 1 single crochet. Where is she making the single crochet? So into the first chain, 1 single crochet. Into the second one, 1 half double crochet. Then 1 double crochet and 7 double crochet. Okay. So after making your slip stitch in the first chain which we see, so this is the second part side of the chain, the initial chain which we made. So in the first chain which we see here, we are going to make 1 single crochet, and then into the second chain which we see here. So this is the remaining part of the chain. In one part of the chain we have made a single crochet. This is the remaining part of the chain. So we are making 1 half double crochet in the next one, like this, and then 1 double crochet in the next one. Oops, double crochet like this. and we have the last one here. So in that we are going to make 7 double crochets. So insert your hook into the last one and make 7 double crochets. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Okay. So 1 double crochet, 1 half double crochet, 1 single crochet. Okay. So we've reached to the next side. So into the first stitch which we see here, we are going to make 1 double crochet. The other side, the single crochets which we made. So in the first stitch, we are going to make 1 double crochet. Into the next stitch, we are going to make 1 half double crochet. Oops. Half double crochet, and in the last one, the third one, we are going to make 1 single crochet. Now slip stitch into the next stitch. Okay. Then slip stitch into the first one. Okay. So we've made a single crochet. Now slip stitch into this next stitch and directly slip stitch into this middle stitch like this. And then the same thing follows. Okay. So now this is the first chain over here. So in that we are starting with 1 single crochet of the next petal, that is 1 single crochet into the next one, 1 half double crochet, and into the next one we are making 1 double crochet. Wait, did I miss something? Let me see. Yeah. Sorry. So 1 single crochet, 1 half double crochet in the next chain, then 1 double crochet in the third chain, and we have a last one. In that we are going to make 7 double crochet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Then 1 double crochet, half double crochet, single crochet. So let's make our double crochet in the first, single crochet on the other side. Then make your half double crochet in the next stitch, and then into the next one, 1 single crochet, and then into the next one we are making slip stitch, and into the center of both the petals we have this stitch, so in that make your next slip stitch. So total 2 slip stitches in the coming stitches after one single crochet. And now let's go for the next one. So we have our 1 2 3 4 petals, so one single, half, double and 7 in this. So take your next chain, make your single crochet, yarn over, go to the next chain, make your half double crochet, then this is the next one, in that make your double crochet, and then we have our last one, the fourth one, and that's 7 double crochet. So 1 2, so in order not to not pull this more, always hold it here. See, like this, insert your hook, pull up, hold it here, and then make your double crochet, so the hole will not become too big. So 1 2 3, insert, pull up, hold it here, 4 5 6 and 7. And again the same thing in 1 2 3 4 stitches we have over here. So here we made what we made, we are making the opposite here, or the mirror image, the other side. So 1 double crochet, 1 half double crochet into the next stitch, and 1 single crochet into the third stitch, and into the fourth one we are making single slip stitch, and into the center stitch which we have over here, slip stitch. And then again we have 1 2 3 and 4. So let's start. Single crochet, half double crochet, double crochet, and 7 double crochet into the fourth chain. I'll just drink some water. Sophia Smuts, hi, I do that. Thank you. Hi Sophia, and it's lovely that you crochet too. Have you visited my channel before? Okay, so we've made 1 double crochet here. Let's go and make 6 more. 1 2 3 4 5 and 6. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 7 double crochets we have made. Now we have our 4 stitches, 1 2 3 and 4 in the opposite side. So we'll start with double crochet, in the next one half double crochet, in the next one single, slip stitch in the last chain. Oh my god, what's happening to me? And then we have our last stitch over here, so slip stitch into that, and then we have our last petal to make. So single crochet in the first chain, half double crochet in the next one, double crochet in the third one, and we have a 4th chain here, 7 double crochets in that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. And now we have our 4 stitches here, so let's start making 1 double crochet followed by half double crochet followed by single crochet and then single crochet done, slip stitch, and into the middle one slip stitch, and then we can just slip stitch into this first one of the flower, chain 1 and cut your yarn. Then you can just pull this and pull this magic circle tail also. We have our flower ready. Well, I just cut it. Is there anything more to do? Because I already cut the yarn. But I think so that would be it. Yeah, that's it. Then we need to hide the tails. That's it. Okay, let's quickly hide the tail. So first we'll hide the petal tail. So just take it through a few of the following stitches. So I'm just trying to utilize all the petals to hide this so that I can just pull it and bring them all together. Just the idea which I got. So I'm just seeing if that is possible or not. How will it look? Yeah, it's looking good. So let's try that. One petal left. Done. And just cut this. Now I'm just gonna hide this one. And our flower is ready. So if you want, you can just add a bead, or you can just add a yellow. Either you can make a small, very tiny, tassel bud, or a pom pom, or anything, any bead or something you can just add in the middle if you don't want your flower to look plain. So there it is. Uh, I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong, but Dulce Pelas Romero. Hello. I know that I've taken your name wrong, so forgive me for that. Okay, so today we learned how to make these three beautiful flowers, and they're absolute joy to make and absolute joy to have them to decorate our anything. So I hope you liked today's live where we've learned to make these beautiful things, and if you make them, then do let me know whether this was helpful to you or not. And if you follow me on Instagram, then you can send me those photos there. Instagram goes with the same name, Nalini's Corner. And you can send me the pictures of what you make there, or on the Facebook, Nalini Mark. And I can, give you a shout out here and show your pictures, what you've made. So do consider subscribing, like, comment, and share. And you know, if you want to learn crochet, if you're a beginner, you can go to my channel in the live section, and there are 5-part learn your basic crochet. What do we say? Videos or tutorials. So you can learn how to crochet there, or you can learn all these beautiful things from the live section itself. I come live daily and make new things or continue to make whatever things I have. So you can learn these beautiful things from there. All the flowers are beautiful. Thank you so much, Rina. They indeed look beautiful. So you can just add something here in the middle if you want. Uh, or you can make a smaller flower right here. Okay, so like today's live, like, share, and subscribe, and join the community. And yeah,